Sports fans, we are live, and here we have who? Mr. Energy. I'm back on the show, and I got a special guest for you guys. We're here in a sports bar, having fun, interviewing some great people, and I got a great personality for you guys today. His name is Ulysses P. Coleman, up and coming wrestler, was a great swimmer in high school, also black window, and decided to turn wrestler. I believe he likes the physical contact. I guess it was between football and wrestling, but he liked to pin people. So with the wrestling, he's 27-0. He's not to the Olympics this year. Freestyle wrestling. He's saving, trying to get a little more polish, and saving himself for the 2024 Paris Olympics. He's gonna be taking on some great wrestlers in the 90 kilogram or the 90 kilogram or 86 kilogram, I believe. 86 kilogram, which is roughly around 190 pounds, if my math serves me. He's one of the favorites. I think his main competition is a guy named Slick Willie Ramirez from parts unknown. He's got a 26-1 record, and he's lost the first fight and won 26 in a row. So they're the two favorites at the 86 kilogram weight limit. Let me bring him on right now and have him say something about himself. Well, say hello to the audience, Mr. Ulysses P. Coleman.
How are you doing, everybody?
What's the P stand for?
Power.
Oh, you're a power man.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your high school days. They told me you were an excellent swimmer.
Well, that is true. I was a great freestyle swimmer.
Okay. And what made you decide to if you can get around here a little bit, what made you decide to give up swimming and go into wrestling?
Well, I really like physicality of wrestling, you know.
So you like to pin people and basically just take them to the ground?
Yeah.
Okay, and what made you decide to give Taekwondo up? I mean, wasn't it challenging enough? What happened?
Well, it wasn't physical enough.
It wasn't physical enough. So what's the story behind the 2020 Tokyo Olympics? Why didn't you go?
Well, I just entered WWE.
Oh, you're doing WWE as well?
Yeah.
Oh, well, talking about WWE, do you have like a hero maybe, or somebody you look up to, a mentor?
Well, I already like Stone Cold Steve Austin and
Stone Cold,
Randy Savage,
the Macho Man,
The Rock, Ric Flair, all those.
Oh, can you imitate one of them for us, or a couple of them?
This is Macho Man Randy Savage. That's it.
And what about Ric Flair?
Woo! That's him. That's
and what about The Rock?
Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
Well, here you guys, you heard it here first. I have Ulysses P. Coleman before he gets too famous, before he wins the gold medal in the 2024 Paris Olympics. Can you speak a little bit of French, Ulysses?
Jean-Francois.
Oh, he's polishing up his French. We are, I believe you have a flight to catch to California.
Oh, yes, that is true.
Yes, you came in to have a couple drinks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how does this, here in Florida, how does it, with the COVID, it's more freedom here than California?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, you just need to wear the mask in the bar or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
So do you enjoy watching football with us here?
Yeah, I love watching football.
Yeah. Can you comment on the upset of the Florida Gators? Yeah, they call them the Chicken Gators because they don't want to play the Kings. Although right now they can probably beat them with the third stringers. But when the Kings were great, they didn't want to play them.
Yeah,
so they got a nickname, Chicken Gators. They got taken down by the Kentucky Wildcats. Mm-hmm. What's up with that? Did you see the game?
Yeah, it was very strange. I didn't think the Gators would fail that miserably against the Kentucky.
Yeah.
But
they had some great games today, right? There's some upsets. And Oregon went down to Stanford.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think? They're saying Mario Cristobal they might try to get him to come coach and replace Manny Diaz. What do you think?
He might be the right replacement. Diaz has been a very real disappointment. A lot of high hopes for Diaz, but he just couldn't deliver on any of them. So,
Well, we might have a new commentator with us once your career is over, or if you want to maybe work part-time with us. I'm sure that my other colleagues will be happy to have you. I know that I will be happy to have you, Mr. Energy, and Manny, and Larney, and Luis Enrique Williams Energia, and the whole cast, and Mantequilla. Mantequilla will probably want to maybe teach you some boxing tips. Have you done boxing?
No, I haven't done boxing.
Okay. Do you have any boxers that are your favorites? Either present or all
I
time.
would say Pacquiao is my favorite multi-weight person ever.
Yes.
I would put him in the top 15 for sure. Top
Of all
10
time.
even. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And what about pound for pound fighter number one?
I would say Robinson, Sugar Ray
Sugar
Robinson.
Ray Robinson. We agree there. Sugar Ray and the Pac-Man. Yeah, definitely 15, maybe top 10. Okay. Well, it's been a pleasure having you. Let us know when you get to California. You got to get ready. Have you been vaccinated?
No, not yet.
When you get to California, you're going to have to get all the vaccinations. You know that, right? Or are you just going to be visiting, or you're going to be just a guest there?
Guess I'll just be a guest.
A guest there and come back to Florida?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's a pleasure meeting you, Mr. Ulysses P. Coleman. Good luck on your wrestling career, and we hope that you can win the Olympic gold and also become a WWE champion. Mm-hmm. Nice to have you. Hope to have you soon. Okay.
All right.
We'll have to continue the show, but I will invite you back. Well, there you have it. There you have it. Ulysses P. Coleman, one of the up-and-coming wrestlers. Great personality. I think we could have him regularly on the show. I would venture to say one of the favorites, possibly in the upcoming months, before the end of the year. Very, very polished young man, 21 years old. Up-and-coming wrestler, was a great swimmer in high school. Also was a great master of Taekwondo, I believe, first degree. But he liked the physicality of wrestling. So we're gonna keep an eye on him. I would like to keep you abreast of other sports. I haven't been here for a while. I have to wear the mask because here we're in a bar, and regulations. Ulysses, he travels, so we have to keep safe. I'm sure if he's going to stay in California, I didn't ask him what city in California, but in California, yeah, if he's going to stay, he's going to have to get the vaccine, fully vaccinated. But he travels a lot. He's a great, great up-and-coming wrestler, and I think, not 100% sure yet because we haven't talked with his handler, but I think he's going to be a regular part of the show. Now, if you guys have any questions, you can send me the questions. I'm inviting more people to join the show. And we have a great, many things to discuss, including what is going on in Major League Baseball. In Major League Baseball, do you have any ideas what's happening? I mean, I got all the info. You care to venture, come in here and ask me some questions about the Los Angeles Dodgers or the New York Giants, or for that matter, you can ask me about the Chicago White Sox, Houston Astros. We have the Tampa Bay Rays. We have a lot of teams that are looking good. I have my opinions on who the favorite is, and I'll give you a hint. It's sort of like a home team, not the Florida Marlins, but we're still residing in Florida, so I like to go with the Tampa Bay Rays. Now, it's been a surprising year for the New York Giants. They've had injuries, they've had setbacks, but they keep rolling. It's a machine, well-oiled machine, and quite possibly, the Dodgers could end up with 106 victories and be the wild card. Now, this year we're having the Major League Baseball scaling back down to 10 playoff teams. Last year, with the COVID, they increased it to 16. Okay, so it was 8 per league, American League and National League. This year, we're back to the regular 10. We have, it's tough. We have five, and yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. So right now, the way it looks, we're going to have in the American League East, Tampa Bay. They have clinched. They won the East. In the Central, we have the Chicago White Sox. And in the West, we have the Houston Astros. The Houston Astros are back at it. I don't think they're stealing signs anymore. They have the talent. The White Sox have had a tremendous year. And so have our hometown, not hometown team, but hometown state. The Tampa Bay Rays have won 100 victories. They got 100 victories. They're basically 3 teams with 100 or more victories. And that's Tampa Bay right now sitting at 100. I believe they have 1 or 2 games left. We have the The San Francisco Giants, the surprising Giants, the great Giants, with 105 or 106. And then we have the Dodgers sitting, I believe, at 105. The Dodgers are probably going to end up coming up short by a game and take the first wild card, which is incredible. You will have the Atlanta Braves not even winning 90 games, but winning the East. They always seem to win the East, the National League East. The Central, the Milwaukee Brewers, the resurgent Brewers are playing great this year. They're going to take the Central. And then in the West, it looks like the Giants. The Dodgers, I think mathematically they have a shot, but they have to hope that the Giants lose and they have to win. I believe the Dodgers have 1 or 2 more games. I don't see it happening right now. The Giants are a machine. So, it looks like the Dodgers are going to be playing the St. Louis Cardinals. No easy task. Even though the Dodgers have a superior team, St. Louis Cardinals are really red hot. The Cardinals are on fire, like Mantequilla Fuego, and it looks like they're going to give them a tough series, the wild cards. So we'll see what happens. And then, of course, we have the Brewers, the Giants, and the Braves. Now, in the American League, it looks like the Yankees are going to be one of the wild cards, and it looks like Boston has the inside track at the second wild card. And the division winners, like I said, Tampa Bay, Chicago White Sox, and Houston Astros. Now, mathematically, I believe that Seattle Mariners were still alive, but I think they might have got taken out today. So it looks like, unless Toronto might get in there and pass or tie the Red Sox, and then maybe it'll be a 1-game playoff to be the second wild card. Toronto is playing the Orioles, worst team in the majors. So if Toronto wins 1 more game or 2 more games, and the Red Sox lose, they could tie for the second wild card in the American League. But I don't know, I have a feeling it's going to be Boston and the Yankees as the wild cards. What a story. Again, Boston and Yankees facing off. And then we got the surprise White Sox, the return of the Astros, and Tampa Bay. Now, that will be a tremendous series if you have Tampa Bay going up against the Giants. Although I know Batchelor, my good friend Batchelor, wants the Dodgers in there, repeat of last year. But that would be kind of interesting. We have Tampa Bay. It's a bay, right? San Francisco is also by the bay, a series of the bays, What do you guys think about that? Any opinions on that? Any conclusions of who might win in your opinion? Right now, I think I would have to go with Tampa Bay. But the Giants, seems to me like this their year. When have you ever seen? I believe in the history. I haven't checked, but I would bet the house. I will bet the house that no team has won 105 or 106 games and had to settle for a wild card. That is unheard of. Usually if you win 100 to 102 games, you win your division. The Dodgers are making history by being the first wild card of the National League with 105, possibly 106 victories. That is unheard of. Videotape. I had a guest today. I was trying to get Edgardo to come on. Edgardo doesn't know what he missed. I know he's on a rock and roll contest. Not a contest. I'm thinking about contest because I had a great fighter he interviewed. He's in a concert. A rock and roll concert, and he's having a great time. He didn't tell me about it. Maybe I would have gone and taken my guest. But my guest's name is Ulysses P. Coleman. Now the P is for power. It's a stage name. That's not his real name. He's an actor as well as a great wrestler. Ulysses P. Coleman, 21 years old. Former high school swimmer. Really good high school swimmer. Medalist of very much all those competitions they have in high school. He also was a first-degree black belt, but decided to go into wrestling because he liked the physical contact. It was either going to be wrestling or football, but he said he preferred just the physicality of wrestling. He's 27-0 as an amateur. He decided not to try for the Olympics in Tokyo 2020 because of the COVID. He said he's saving himself, trying to be in the best shape possible. He's trying to go for the gold. In 2024 in Paris, he speaks a little bit of French. He's also looking into a career in WWE wrestling. His mentors or the people he looks up to are The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Randy Macho Man Savage, and Andre the Giant, among others. He was telling me about his knowledge of the wrestling arts, and that he's in the freestyle in the 86 kilogram division, which is roughly 190 pounds if my math serves me correctly. He also is thinking of doing acting and as well as doing WWE wrestling. He's a very smart young man. He gave me his opinion on boxing as well. He said that he doesn't follow boxing quite as close as wrestling, but that he thinks the Pac-Man is definitely top 15 of all time, no matter what weight class, and quite possibly top 10. And he said his favorite boxer of all time is the one and only Sugar Ray Robinson. So I was very impressed with the young man. I think he's going to be a regular guest. He's going over to California. We were here in a sports bar, and we were having a couple of drinks, wearing our masks, but he really appreciates the freedom of Florida, where you don't have to wear the mask all the time, and you don't necessarily have to be fully vaccinated, although he says he is thinking about getting fully vaccination. He says he likes the freedom of walking around here. In California, I advised him he's going to be a resident over there. He's going to have to get all the vaccines if he's going to be doing any kind of wrestling or any kind of, going to events or leaving his house. So he said he's basically going to be traveling around the world, looking at his options and decide if he's going to have one vaccine, two vaccines, or maybe two, and then the follow-up third vaccine, or just stay down here in Florida, keep training, and have the option of deciding what he's going to do. Very, very smart young man. He's a thoughtful person, even though he likes wrestling. I think he has a future in acting. So we're going to, I talked a little bit about the Major League Baseball, and I'm going to say a little bit in Spanish. Me parece que el favorito para ganar la Serie Mundial es el equipo de Tampa. No es equipo de casa, porque son los Marlins, pero es el equipo del estado de la Florida. Por lo menos no está cerca, no está en la esquina, no está en el vecindario, pero está en el estado, como decir la provincia. Entonces nos vamos a ir con el Tampa. Tampa ha ganado 100 juegos, tienen chance de ganar 101. Es el mejor equipo de la Liga Americana. Los Yankees están fuertes, se han puesto fuertes al final. Parece que los Yankees se van a enfrentar con el Boston en Wild Card, y tenemos a los Chicago White Sox y a los Houston Astros, que también están en los playoffs. En la Liga Nacional, aparentemente los Gigantes es el año de ellos. El Milwaukee ha jugado muy bien, va a ganar el Central, el National League Central. Los Braves siempre ganan el East prácticamente todos los años, aunque este año no ganen ni 90 juegos, van a ganar. Es débil la National League East, el este de la Nacional. Y en el oeste, a pesar de que los Dodgers tienen 105 victorias, pueden acabar la temporada con 106 victorias y 56 derrotas, que sería uno de los mejores años en la historia de las grandes ligas. Y van a hacer historia, ya prácticamente la han hecho. Un equipo que gana 100 juegos y no gana la división ha pasado muy pocas veces. No creo que haya pasado más de 3 o 4 veces. Y en el caso de los Dodgers, ganando 105, 106 juegos y siendo wild card, no ganando la división, porque los Gigantes ganan la división, sería definitivamente una cosa histórica. Es posible que se enfrente Tampa Bay contra los Dodgers. Pero me da la impresión que este es el año de los Gigantes y va a ser Tampa Bay con los Gigantes. Serían las series de las bahías, Tampa Bay y San Francisco. San Francisco está pegado a una bahía, ¿ok? De San Francisco Bay. So Tampa Bay, San Francisco Bay. Serían las series de las bahías. ¿Quién sabe lo que pasaría? Es posible que los Dodgers también ganen la Nacional, tienen la experiencia. El año pasado estuvieron en la Serie Mundial. Fueron los ganadores. Los campeones. Siempre eso es un factor. Los Yankees están calientes, están jugando muy bien ahora al final del año. Puede ser que los Yankees tumben a Tampa Bay. El Boston parece que sí que va a entrar. Tienen al Toronto ahí pegadito, pero parece que el Boston va a entrar. Bueno, vamos a ver lo que pasa. Ahora, hablando un poquito de fútbol colegial, la Universidad de Miami es un desastre. Un desastre. Pueden decir que, bueno, tuvieron mala suerte, que el pateador, que el kicker falló un field goal de 33, que de 100 patadas mete 95, 96, 97, que era más del 90% de que la iba a hacer. Pueden decir todo lo que quieran. El muchacho es un freshman de 18, 19 años, mucha presión. Y la patada hubiera sido buena si hubiera sido de 5 yardas menos. Si en vez de 33 yardas hubiera sido de 28, de 27, de 26, hubiera entrado. Porque la bola le dio al poste, a uno de los postes para arriba. Tú sabes que en el fútbol videotape tienen el crossbar, que es el que va así, horizontal, y tienen los dos verticales. Le dio uno de los vertical. Esos son las yardas, como estaba diciendo. Si hubieran sido 5, quizás hasta 4 yardas menos. Una yarda son 3 pies. Si esa patada hubiera sido 12 pies más cerca o 15 pies más cerca, definitivamente esa bola hubiera entrado. Ni hubiera ni raspado el poste. Hubiera estado pegado al poste, pero hubiera entrado. Hubieran ganado el juego. ¿Qué fue lo que pasó? Cuando Manny Díaz llegó ahí, como que le entró, ¿cómo se dice? Las corriditas. Para no decir una palabra fea. Le entró la corridita. Hizo 2 corridas por el medio cuando no tienen línea para correr por el medio. En vez de tratar de hacer algo, no necesariamente tirar la bola al end zone y arriesgar una intercepción o incomplete que para el reloj. Y querían gastarle el reloj a la Virginia para que no tuviera chance de hacer puntos y acabar el juego ellos mismos ahí. Ok, estoy de acuerdo con eso. Pero podía haber tratado de coger una yardita por afuera, acercar más al chamaco en el primer down y el segundo down, y después en el tercer down siempre se podían haber sentado como se sentaron en el medio de la grama, para que entonces el referí parara ahí la jugada, llamar al timeout y meter la patadita en vez de 33, quizás 25, 26, 27 yardas. Pensó que el muchacho lo iba a hacer y el muchacho no lo hizo. Me da mucha pena con el muchacho. Ahora la universidad está muy piensa que perdieron porque tuvieron mala suerte. Es verdad que el muchacho más del 90% de las veces esa patada la metiera, pero la podían haber hecho más fácil. No es lo mismo un 90% con un 99%. Podían haber acercado un poquito más la bola. La otra cosa es que están diciendo que bueno, que tenían una bola interceptada en el end zone y la bola milagrosamente se enredó entre la camisa de uno y el otro. Cuando viene a ver, el del Virginia la cogió, que eso nunca pasa, o que es verdad. Pero yo lo único que tengo que decir es que el safety que los Huracanes le dieron a ellos fue una jugada muy estúpida. Y perdonen que sea tan franco, pero yo aquí digo la verdad, muy estúpida. Porque Miami no tiene línea para correr la bola por el medio y estaban dentro de la 1 yarda. Esa jugada se veía, y con el running back, que es un tipo que cuando él va por el medio, él no cambia, no es de esos running back que empieza por un lado y coge por otro lado. Él, cuando hay hueco y coge yarda. Cuando no hay hueco, lo siembran. Y esa la buscaron. Yo diría que se buscaron la derrota a pesar de que jugaron muy valiente al final. Se buscaron la derrota. Si tú eres mucho mejor que otro equipo y le debes ganar por 14, por 20, por 20 y pico puntos, ¿por qué te buscas el problema de tener que tratar de meter una patada al final del juego? Y ahora hablando de los Gators y las patadas. Los Florida Gators, que mucha gente le dicen los Chicken Gators, porque cuando los Huracanes se pusieron buenos en la década de los 80 y en los 90, a principios del 2000, los Gators no querían jugar más con los Huracanes porque querían jugar con ellos cuando eran malos en los 60 y los 70, porque querían abusar de los chicos de Coral Gables. ¿Qué pasó? Los Gators dejaron la serie y le empezaron a decir los Chicken Gators. Bueno, los Chicken Gators hoy le ganó los Kentucky Wildcats. Increíblemente, otro equipo que luce mejor que los Huracanes, los Kentucky Wildcats. No le habían ganado a los Gators, no sé desde